Good morning everyone, I hope you're all doing fantastic. In case you don't know me, I'm Mysticle, and today I'll be bringing you the latest in AR and VR news. And we actually have quite a few interesting things that have developed throughout the last few days, including Meta evicting people from their PCVR homes, and the Quest 3 now being pretty much officially confirmed inside the store. That and tons more in a little bit. So let's get right into it. First things first, Meta evicting people from their PCVR homes. Now, this is actually not surprising. Meta has been seemingly slowly trying to kill off the PCVR part of its software, and unfortunately it doesn't seem like it's gotten any major updates since I got the Rift S. So it's no surprise to me that Meta has been found kicking people out of their PCVR homes. Those homes were really cool. You could win achievements in games and get physical rewards for them that you could place around your home. For example, I have a massive super hot statue standing next to my TV. However, it now seems like that all might be coming to an end. Meta seems to have ended support for Oculus Home on its Oculus app for PCVR headsets, with a new update removing access to the customization features and cutting off users from their existing home environments. Oculus Home was the default home environment on PC for Oculus Rift, Rift S, and Quest headsets when using the link. It allowed users to create their own virtual home environment with a range of highly customizable options for decoration, furniture, and interior design. It also allowed users to collect items granted by other PCVR apps or games, which could then be displayed in your Oculus Home. Reports from users on Reddit indicate that over the last few months, Meta gradually reduced access to Oculus Home in its Oculus desktop app for PC. Some users reported last month that the button to access Oculus Home disappeared with updates, while others noted that reinstalling the software reinstated access, at least temporarily. However, another recent update to the desktop app led to a new set of reports from users indicating that they can no longer access Oculus Home at all, with no workarounds to reinstate the feature. A Reddit user reached out to Meta support to confirm the state of Oculus Home and said they received a response from a support agent stating that Meta stopped supporting the older Oculus Home experience with the Rift software, and it hopes to bring some of Oculus Home's features in the future. This is undoubtedly going to be really sad for a lot of people, especially those that have spent quite some time garnering those achievements. And if you ask me personally, I much more prefer the PCVR version of Oculus Home to what we have on our MetaQuest headsets right now. And while I hated the Oculus Dash and how finicky it was and the fact that it hasn't been updated in a very long time, Oculus Home was something I actually never had a gripe with. So it's going to be really sad for me to see it go. With that being said, next piece of news. Here is some exciting news for those of you waiting for the Meta Quest 3 to arrive, as we now pretty much have bang-on confirmation that it is coming this year. I mean, we already had like hundreds of confirmations, but we actually never had an official name or anything like that. We just knew that a new headset was coming. However, now the Quest 3 has suddenly been listed as supported by all store apps. All apps on the MetaQuest store now list Quest 3 as supported when viewed from the in-VR store app. The headset, yet to be formally revealed, appears in the More Info section of all apps on the Quest store, listed after the Quest Pro. If you view the store from the mobile app, however, you'll see New Quest instead, and from a web browser, you'll see Unknown. While it may be tempting to view this as evidence of an imminent reveal, such as the Quest Gaming Showcase, it's more likely simply a mistake. In October last year, Meta's CFO said the next generation consumer Quest will launch later next year, and in February, Mark Zuckerberg reiterated the timeline. Quest 2 and Quest Pro were both launched at Connect, Meta's yearly XR conference, usually held in October. And this is when I think the Quest 3 is going to be announced. I personally don't think we're going to get any news on the Quest 3 during the upcoming gaming showcase, and that everything will be formally announced and revealed during the next Connect event. The only headsets that were ever revealed outside of the Connect events were the Rift S and the original Quest, which could be ordered just before the summer months, and I remember this perfectly because I was so hyped to be able to get a brand new headset for the summer months. But ever since then, everything has been revealed during Connect. However, we do at least have news that the name of the headset does seem to be the Quest 3, as most people would have thought, and that it should hopefully be a few months away. Here's some interesting news on Beat Saber, as the co-founder and studio head steps down from Beat Games. Yaroslav Yaroslav Beck, the co-founder of the studio behind Beat Saber, announced that he is stepping down from his full-time role as music director and studio head at Beat Games. From Twitter, after 6 wild years since we founded Beat Games and launched Beat Saber into the VR universe, I've decided to step down from my full-time role as a music director and head of the studio to prepare for what's coming next. In a longer post on Facebook, Beck said he simply can't be more grateful to the whole community surrounding Beat Saber and VR in general. He also clarified that he came to the decision because what he enjoys most, beyond making music, is starting and accelerating cutting-edge projects with global ambition. Is what I fundamentally enjoy most. Beck feels that he has done his part in helping grow the Beat Games team, which influenced his decision to move on. So hopefully this means that we will be seeing more from Yaroslav Beck, and just here, right now in this video, I highly doubt you're watching, but I want to give you a massive thanks for everything you have done for virtual reality. You have created an icon of a game for virtual reality, and Beat Saber is, to this very day, one of my favorite titles to play. So thank you so much for everything you have done, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Here's some interesting stuff, as Meta is reportedly in talks with Magic Leap for multi-year AR headset tech deal. A report from the Financial Times maintains Meta is currently in talks with AR headset creator Magic Leap to strike a multi-year deal which could include intellectual property licensing and contract manufacturing of AR headsets in North America. The AR unicorn is set to possess valuable IP regarding custom components, including its optics, waveguides, and software. It said a potential deal might also allow Meta to lessen its reliance on China for component manufacturing. In 2019, Magic Leap partnered with manufacturing solutions company Jabil to create a plant in Mexico, which the report maintains can assemble headsets in the tens of thousands a year. I know for a fact Meta likes swallowing up companies. This doesn't seem to be Meta swallowing up Magic Leap. This seems to be them wanting to work with Magic Leap and get a tech deal rather than swallow up a company. And I know that Meta seems to be very serious on the AR side of things. So it would be interesting to see Meta not having to rely on China so much. It should hopefully help accelerate the growth of AR, with Meta being able to work on other things while they outsource things from other companies that already exist. With that being said, next piece of news. As Apple engineers reportedly got Tim Cook to approve a headset by promising glasses. A new report from Bloomberg's Mark Gurman includes some interesting claims about the history of Apple's head-mounted displays development efforts. Gurman's report cites that people familiar with the development process that spread over 7 years as saying Apple CEO Tim Cook was originally adamant in his preference for augmented reality, preferably in the form of lightweight glasses. But Apple engineers figured out early in the project that it wasn't feasible to build AR glasses that would be sufficiently powerful to be used. Determinedly, they would somehow have to deliver the performance of an iPhone with a tenth of the power draw, among other challenges. Despite this realization, the report claims Apple's AR and VR team, called Technology Development Group, continued to describe its work as laying the foundation for AR glasses. To secure resources, 90% of which were actually going to the development of the headset Apple is expected to reveal next month. I mean, who wouldn't want really small, lightweight AR glasses? But I just don't think we're there yet. Not even a company like Apple is going to have the technology to create something like that. I believe the limits there are with how thin we can make boards and components. And then, of course, you also have the issue of needing a battery or a different device to power the glasses with. I just don't think we're at the point where we could have something possibly connect to the cloud and download everything from that, including its operating system, and then of course the issue of the battery. You can't slap a battery up in the cloud. But yeah, Apple's headset will reportedly be revealed pretty soon, and we have information from, for example, the founder of Oculus saying that the Apple headset is looking really damn good. I'm excited to see what Apple has coming, and thousands of you guys seem to also be quite excited. With that being said though, next piece of news, as the PSVR 2 is about to get many titles. In a recent interview, Sony Interactive Entertainment President and CEO Jim Ryan confirmed that there are many more PSVR 2 titles coming in 2023 and beyond. We all know that the titles on a device are the most important part of said device. If a headset is fantastic, if it's got incredible hardware, that doesn't matter if you don't have games and software for it. As, I mean, why do you want a device that you can't do anything with? Sony is known to have this down very, very well. I mean, especially if you look at their consoles. And they have been promising some pretty higher end titles coming to the PSVR 2. This just seems to be reiterated in this interview. A lot of people seem to be loving the device, and while I haven't been able to try it myself, I am looking forward to the day that I will get to check it out. And I cannot wait to see what Sony comes out with, title-wise, for this headset, as the potential is absolutely massive, especially looking back at other titles Sony has already produced. And finally, in case you guys are interested in cheap VR games, Fanatical has launched the Build Your Own Quest VR game bundle that starts at $40, featuring Jupitergrad, Sirento, and more. Fanatical's Build Your Own Quest VR bundle lets you create your own bundle, choosing between 24 Quest games. Initially starting at 4 games for $40, higher tiers include 7 games for $68 or 10 games for $95. Since launching on May 17th, a new option has since appeared with 2 games for $21, and you can find the full selection showing up above me right now. And these are Quest titles. This isn't like Humble Bundle, where we get to play around with PCVR titles for Steam VR. These are actually Quest games. So, in case you guys are interested, I will of course leave a link down below. I'm not yet sure whether it's going to be an affiliate link, so I can't tell you if it is. If it is, I'll make sure to, you know, put it in little brackets so that you guys know. Either way though, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like. If you disliked it, I guess this button works too, but let me know why down below. If you guys are not yet part of our community, check out our Discord and check out our Reddit down below, where I love to see you guys interacting with the community. And thank you so much to everybody supporting the channel in any way, shape, or form. That includes the lovely names going off to my right now. Those guys are my Patreons, and they are helping me out so much. So much love. And as usual, if you want to be notified of future content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.